Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the weekend for today's video. So as always on Saturday, we've got your detailed weekend look ahead, and I should get on that for you in a moment. A week of change, big pattern change taking place in the weekend. More about that in a second. Just to say about the first video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. We've also released the EC46 there for the UK and Ireland. And if all of that wasn't enough, there will be a 10 to 14 there with all of the regular features coming up for you later on this afternoon as well. Please like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content. And thank you so much everybody for doing that. Thank you so much to the Weather Outlook and also to Vector for supplying the charts as well. Thank you so much to both of those websites for the data. Okay, let's crack on with the weekend forecast then. So starting with the radar, we've had showers in eastern and western regions this morning. Otherwise, a lot of dry weather across many parts of the country with sunny spells and variable clouds. Showers have been particularly down the east coast and into the Wash, parts of East Anglia, also through west parts of Wales, northwest Scotland and down into Northern Ireland. Here today's synoptic pressure chart. So high pressure is building out to the west and also over Scandinavia. So relatively weak pressure. That's the reason for the showers, particularly in most coastal regions. So for the rest of this afternoon, we're going to keep those showers going in the east and around northern and western coast as well. But inland, a lot of dry weather with sunny spells where the cloud will bubble up at times. A few scattered showers can't be ruled out. Generally a drier day though compared to the deluges of recent weeks. Temperatures a bit on the chilly side, ranging from around 3 to 7 degrees, which actually is quite close to average for early January, but does feel significantly colder down in the south compared to temperatures we've been used to recently. Overnight tonight, the high pressure will start to reach up towards Scandinavia, with the winds beginning to pull into more of an easterly. So we're looking at a mostly dry night across many parts of the country. Showers should be pretty much killed off, except down the east coast where they could continue. Even there, they should be relatively well scattered. A few dense freezing fog patches could develop through parts of northern England, Wales in particular, overnight. It will be quite a cold night, a widespread harsh frost up in central, northern and western regions with temperatures going as low as -7 in some central parts of Scotland. So -7 to -2, something like that across much of the country. In the south and southeast, it won't be as cold as that, but even so, temperatures get close to freezing, so even in the far southeast, we could get a slight frost tonight. And then into tomorrow, well, the high pressure becomes a fully fledged Scandinavian high, starts to bring the wind in from an easterly direction for southern regions in particular. Now again, we're looking at quite a bit of dry weather through the course of Sunday, with the best of the sunny spells in central, northern and western regions. Always a little bit more cloud with those easterly winds into the east and into the south. And they'll start to bring a few showers onto the eastern coastal regions by the end of Sunday afternoon. Those showers could be turning wintry by then as well. Going to be a cold day tomorrow, colder than today. Temperatures ranging from around freezing in any lingering freezing fog patches. Some of those fog patches will linger all day in central northern regions, so staying at or below freezing all day. So potential range is around freezing to +4, something like that. It will feel very cold in the south. Now, as that easterly wind begins to freshen up, that takes us through into Monday with high pressure dominating the weather, winds coming in from the east again. So for Scotland, Northern Ireland, much of northern England away from the east coast, should be a lot of dry weather around on Monday with sunny spells. Again, there could be a few lingering freezing fog patches, so for parts of northern and western England and in Scotland as well. Further south, those easterly winds will bring more cloud in across southern, eastern, southeastern regions, and we could well find wintry showers, onto the east coast in the course of the afternoon, turning increasingly to snow. It should be mostly light, just snow flurries really in most places, but we can't entirely rule out chance of a streamer setting up somewhere, maybe most likely through the Thames. If that was to happen, then we could get rather more in the way of snow showers perhaps by the end of Monday afternoon. But really, we're just looking at light snow flurries or light snow showers in the east, gradually begin to push a little bit further inland perhaps by Monday evening. A cold day, temperatures again ranging from around freezing to +3, +4, but when you add on that easy wind, it will be an icy wind. It will feel bitterly cold, particularly down in the south with the feel of the weather sub-zero. The easy wind carries on overnight Monday into Tuesday could bring more snow flurries from east to west across England and Wales. Again, there is that small possibility of something a little bit more substantial if we get a streamer setting up, most likely I would thought around Kent and again through the Thames estuary maybe. But watch your space on that, and we'll know a little bit more perhaps by tomorrow. Otherwise, a lot of dry weather around though through into Tuesday, and any wintry showers in the south east should generally ease down and clear away through the course of Tuesday anyway, as sunnier skies come back in from the east. For the northern half of the country, under the area of high pressure, just mostly dry. Again, we've got to have some dense fog patches lingering on all day on what will be very cold if that happens. Temperatures will stay out to below freezing all day. Otherwise, temperature around 2, 3, 4 degrees. Hold on, around 2, 3, 4 degrees. But again, when in the south, when you add on that east wind, it will feel colder than that. Then we go through into Wednesday, and the high pressure just begins to change its position a little bit to reside between Scotland and Iceland. That pulls in where the northeasterly flow should have more in the way of cloud with it. So I think on Wednesday, the best sunshine will be across the southern half of the country, but central northern regions will probably see an increase in cloud coming in from up the North Sea. A few light patches of rain drizzle, maybe some sleet and snow, parts of northeastern England. A cold day, again, temperatures only around 2, 3, 4 degrees for most places, but perhaps becoming a little bit less cold in the east of the northeast, with temperatures perhaps at around 5 or 6 degrees there. And then through the Thursday and Friday, high pressure remains in control, more or less over top of the coast, so both days should be mostly dry, probably quite a lot of cloud in that area of high pressure, but there will be clear spells as well. Where those clear spells form, expect some dense fog patches, perhaps fog becoming increasingly widespread, by the end of the week as well. And it's going to be pretty chilly, temperatures again around 4, 5, 6 degrees, colder by night where skies are clear, widespread frosts are likely, and mostly dry conditions. And then that takes us into the weekend. Very little change into Saturday, again mostly dry, cold, with frost and fog early and late, and also some low cloud as well. But by Sunday we might start to send the high pressure into retrograde. If that happens, we could begin to pull down much colder air from the north, and possibly with an increasing risk of significant and disruptive snow arriving into the northern half of the country by Sunday. A lot of uncertainty for next weekend and beyond, but the weather could turn very, very interesting by the end of next weekend, and we shall keep you updated on that. Just a hint at the moment. Right, okay, so let's have a quick look at charts weather out. Lots of dry weather today, certainly feeling colder than it has been recently, even colder tomorrow. Again, plenty of dry weather, a few showers arriving in the east later on. And then on Monday, again, mainly dry, but there are going to be these snow showers and snow flurries coming in from the east, and possibly something a little bit more significant, perhaps down in that southeastern corner if we was to get a streamer, setting up a bit uncertain about that. Another very cold day likely on Tuesday as well, that icy easterly wind, plenty of sunshine though. And then through Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, perhaps turns a little bit less cold but still chilly, and an increase in cloud as well, particularly Wednesday and Thursday, probably more in way of sunshine by Friday. And watch out for an ongoing risk of night frost and also dense fog, which perhaps that risk increases actually by the end of the week. Okay, so in summary, well, big pattern change is taking place. We're breaking out of the deluge pattern. We're going into something significantly drier, but also colder in the coming days. And so instead of talking about floods and gales and torrential rain, we're looking more towards frost, ice, and potentially some fog as well. Not much away of snow. There could be a few snow showers and snow flurries through the early part of the week across parts of England, where especially in more southern and eastern regions, and then possibly a change to much colder weather with northerly winds and disruptive snow by the middle of January. It's just a hint at the moment, and we shall keep you updated. Talking about, we're going to be bringing you our 10 to 14 day shortly, so come back for that a little bit later on. But for the weekend forecast for this week, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.